Well, I just love playing in attics. You guys might be able to learn and avoid some issues like this. So we're working on this bathroom ceiling fan vent, getting up out of the attic. We have a great opportunity since we're doing the roof here. When I bid this job walking the roof, I didn't see any penetrations coming through the roof deck, on the gable end, the other gable end, out of a soffit. But the owner said he had 2 fans, and I told him I'd do our best to actually get to it, find them, and put them through, because when we tear the roof off, we can get to it real easy. Problem is, they had the cellulose blown in here. Now, it was blown in by what I thought was a fairly reputable contractor in this industry, but I guess, I don't know, maybe their technicians just don't understand, don't know. Maybe turn a blind eye to it. Like, no, nobody's going to see it because nobody's going to get in the attic, nobody's going to go up there. But the problem is, it was just running from this end, right over here, all the way through to somewhere back that direction. I don't know if they're trying to get to the other side over there, but I was able to find it and just yank on it, pull it up. You don't want to run a very long span for several reasons. If your span is really long, it's just putting too much deadhead pressure, too much pressure on there. Now, so it doesn't matter fluid dynamics, whether it's air, oil, whatever the case may be. If you're pushing something and it's going a long distance, it's not going to be efficient. So you want to keep it as short a span as possible. The second reason is because if your temperature change from outside in the cold weather in the wintertime versus the inside shower, moist, damp air blowing, it's going to condensate. So those 2 things, you don't want that moisture in your attic. You don't want to just dump it into the insulation or blow wherever. It's not going to run efficient. If you don't think that the length has anything to do with it, try taking a tube, a little experiment. It doesn't matter the diameter, something, and just put some water in your mouth and blow it through a short piece of tube, maybe a few inches. Now get one that's about 10 feet long and try to blow and push that volume. It's not going to work good. No different than most industries like HVAC, or pumps even for that matter. They're only going to push so far. So bathroom ceiling fans don't have a lot of pressure. They've got volume. They're going to push that volume through. The farther they have to push, the less effective they're going to be. And you couple that with the condensation, it's not going to be good. Then try to dig in here. I mean, literally, they just blew over the line and terminated somewhere. I haven't even found it. I went down over the soffit with the fan on, couldn't find it, couldn't hear any airflow. It goes up into here and I lost it somewhere. There's another one right here I've got to find somewhere doing the very same thing. I ended up yanking it. Yep, that is it. I don't know where it goes. I'm guessing it just terminated somewhere in the insulation. So we yanked it off down here, brushed all the insulation away, pulled the coupler off, adapt to it, put it on. Last week I did do another video like this with a vent called Roof Yvan. It's a pretty good product, but these here are going to work. You don't want to just dumping into the cellulose here. On that note, cellulose is kind of gross. Cellulose is just organic matter, newspaper, cardboard box, just recycled material. It's very dusty. That's why I've got my mask on. We've got a lot of flow, but you don't want to breathe that. There's a lot of chemicals that they treat this with to not make it flame retardant or resist flames if you ever have an issue. Downside is it's kind of corrosive. So if you've got plumbing, not plastic, but like copper, whatever the case may be, any kind of metal that could have an issue, it's going to possibly affect it long term. It also settles a lot more in my opinion. So if you're going to have insulation done, one, make sure you check the area. Make sure you're not blowing it over in your soffit vents. Make sure you're not burying unexposed or exposed electrical cover, junction boxes, bathroom ceiling fan vents, can lights, things. There's a protocol to it. I'm not an HVAC guy. I'm not an insulation guy. I'm just a dumb old roofer. But there's some truth to some of this stuff. Use some common sense with it. If you are going to insulate, make sure you use a competent contractor. Make sure what you want is written out and spelled out, because if it's not, chances are you're not going to get it and you don't have a hope and a prayer to fight it. I would not have ever let this fly. I don't know why they're trying to run it 20, 30 feet across the house over there and go who knows where when you're blowing this kind of insulation. So if you're going to do some insulation, also fiberglass is better than this, even though it is a little itchy. I'd rather crawl around in fiberglass and itch afterwards than breathing this crap. It's very dusty. It does settle. It's not going to hold up long term, although it does work. It's just a cheaper, economical product that I wouldn't really recommend. All right, I'm going to get back to it. I got to get busy. Enough rant. Just make sure, just think about it before you do it. Vet who you're wanting to use, and just pipes like this. Just be like, okay, what are you going to do with those? Make sure you write it out. Have them write it out. I don't know if it's just the case of, nobody's going to see it. Nothing to see here, folks. Let's keep moving. Let's go. Let's go to lunch. Time to go to lunch. Until next time, be safe. We'll see you then.